Alright, 9 years in game. Today we disarmed another planet of the Cantarans, took some damage there, okay. This is one of our capture destroyers that took down 3 small drones on a planet. I thought about like 17 that was defending one planet. Planet itself has a bunch of damaged facilities on it, and still 265 million pop from the previous disarmament bombardment. And then there's here his Busbies. They're version 2 now. Not sure if they were version 2 before or not. But they are certainly heading for the drones which they can take down. All as intended. And now they should get deleted. They can take down a couple of the missiles that are incoming, but not all of them. Alright, that's the way it was supposed to go. Easy enough. Took them on a large freighter or main fleet running through that asteroid belt. He's chasing one of our frigates with a battleship. That is a fruitless endeavor, and we've killed the satellite. We've taken that planet that we've dropped on, Aldebaran 3A. Did I not send out 3 capture ships last turn? I am reasonably certain that I did. Where are they? What happened to this one? Fleet is not moved. I try to view any cute orders. I don't see any. Only this one that that actually did anything. Interesting. Alright, what do we have here? Looks like he moved a couple ships he had on that world over there. Right, why is he flying them around this way? Here, and then there, and then there. Trying to get coverage with his sensors or something. Because of 8 of these small drones in there. I'm afraid they're useless, buddy. They are useless. Alright, what do we have here? It's an organics world. 146% is below our cutoff, I'm afraid. So we are going to rejiggle this into something else. Kantaran's already on it, but it's a tiny world, so it can only have a couple of facilities on it anyway. Okay, if we start to build an IPP here, it will finish in 2 turns? That quickly? There's a space yacht here after all. Okay. Can you do it in 1? No, you can't. Okay. Well, build that IPP. Do we want to upgrade the yacht? At 5, 7, that's 1,000. Yeah, we do. And then later we can figure out what to do with the facilities on here. For now, I'm not going to set a colony type, but we're still fighting in the system. Okay, I just got distracted. What was I going to do? Try and figure out why these didn't attack. We also didn't load any troops. Did dropping the secret police troops just take too much movement points or something? Well, they're still in existence. They're all on the planet here now. Weird. Very, very weird. This place was still defended, yeah, it was. Okay, then let's give you your orders again. Load real troops. Load real troops. Load real troops. Attack the planet. Remove extraneous move orders, and then wait there. Load real troops. Load real troops. Nope, clicked at the wrong ship. Load real troops. Attack that planet. Remove extraneous move orders and call it a day. How many drones do we have in your group? They have 5 and they are of relatively modern pious designs. It's good because this was the one that had the drones. There's the people on the planet and a space yard, so he might be building more stuff. This one is depopulated. Alright, what does the multi-invasion fleet itself do? It also loads troops, please. And then the idea was I would just let you sit here so that this fleet wouldn't be able to attack. I'm not giving you that great chances trying to disarm this planet, so I guess you can just sit there for a moment. What does it say? 8 things in space now? Oh, what's supposed to be in space here? Oh, the drones. Oh, of course. I was thinking of the mines I don't see. No, I'm just dumb. Okay. So you just sit there for a moment then. In a couple of turns you will have some reinforcements here at the newly relocated waypoint 3, and then we can move once more. You're all just going to wait where you are right now. This place has a resupply depot, that's good. I don't think it's worth trying to move these ships over the resupply depot to pick up supply because they're all pretty much full still. Okay, that's a big group that is coming as reinforcements. Alright. Down here, nothing happened again. Our attack fleet went back to the spot where it started last time, and yeah, nothing much else. I'm going to remove the order. I'm going to add the ships that are here to the fleet. First, let's add the support ships. And then, which one of these groups is longer? I think it's the first one. Let's add all the battleships to this group. This fleet's also speed 9. Pretty much only because I have 2 of these freighters here. I'm going to extricate them from this fleet and turn this into an 11 speed fleet. I have them, what is it, the Malfador here? Well, yeah, that's the Malfador with quantum engines. I can just go and refit them. And then I can go join the fleet next time again. I don't want to weigh this fleet down any further than I have to. Okay. I'm going to go give these guys upgrade orders. There we go. They are going to do this immediately, but they have 9 speed, so the attack fleet should move out of the sector to its assault before these actually get to refit. So what you do is you wait there for one increment for one of your movement points, and then you try and go attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's still an 11th move left over, so let's hope that this actually works this time. I dismarked the minefield, so yeah, I don't know what else to do. Okay, what you should also do, one of your scouts, please go here, and then go there. Go there. just so I can keep an eye on this side of the system. What's your scanner range? It's a 4? No, it's 5. Good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have anything in scanner range on that warp point. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have everything in scanner range on that warp point as well. That would also be true if you were there. So go there. You have a bit more scanner range down here. Okay. I'm selling this to do a little loop out here so it does not jump in before that warp point assault has happened. And then the regular reinforcements can come here and join us at waypoint 2, or you're actually just laying mines. Pretty much just that one battleship that'll be here. Assuming this entire fleet just dies to a massive minefield and defenses or something, then I'll have only a couple support ships here and this one King Falcon. But that's the way it is then. Alright, what do you do, the Pactianos in this fleet? Well, you should reload your troops. Also rejoin your main fleet. Nothing much else for you to do. Go there, I'm going to give move orders. One is extraneous. Alright. Little drone sickle can stay there. Eagle over here. I asked my ally to send some sort of scout to get an eye on this war point, and we have gotten it. There's 71 mines here. Oh, he's even renaming these mine groups. The Sidonia Aldebaran mine group. Very nice. 71 mines is, of course, no threat to us, even with one of our old, outdated minesweepers. We need the Dust Buster for that to be captured. So let's go sim the battle against this fleet in a bit. I'm going to do that after I'm done doing the rest of this turn's stuff. Eagle here, eagle there. Where was the eagle that got chased around by his battleship anyway? Was that in this system? No, combat's up there. Did he chase it around in his home system? Yeah, he did. And after that, he had an order to go home. Looks like he gave 2 Seek attack orders and then went home. Well, he can't chase these 15 speed eagles. He's going to need fighters in order to destroy that ship. Alright, is he building anything fancy or new here? Nope. Is he building more troops on these worlds? Or were they all there before as well? I don't particularly care about invading his worlds. No, not much of an advantage for me, so I don't really care. And I can drop just all 4 of my troop ships at once, so he would take quite a bit of troops to even defend one planet. Okay. Do you need orders? You do, okay. Yes, you have mines aboard. Do I just want to drop them here? I mean, I can just recollect them. That is a thing I can do. Would be placing them somewhere down here, I guess. Either here or there. Oh no, you can just lay them here. Launch your mines and then go stand by the side. If anything that comes through and manages to penetrate the minefield, you don't immediately die. This is the place that needs population. You're in non-world anyway. One of these facilities is going to need to die for a Atmo plant. I don't think you actually need these anymore though. That's going to be the shield generator. I can't build new massive shield gens, but I think I will live. Okay. It'll be a couple turns until I actually get here. So that will, yeah, until I actually get a population here to build this. So I'll be able to upgrade this to level 5 before then. That Q item. Okay, maybe I could grab some population with this Licinius. I raised everything down here, but I could grab some pop from this world. There's some zone there. Also grab some from here. There's certainly enough here. I think I would rather do the low risk variant and grab the zone from the closer world. So stay there, and next turn you can run in, grab some population, run out again, and then drop them there. Then in 3 turns we should have population there. Okay. More pop transport, transferring stuff away from his home world. It's good. This is something I could have done as well. Just move population from my home world instead of relying on these 25 million I transfer due to migration every turn. Just move pop myself. For instance, to this huge world over here, no, it's methane. To this huge world over here, there's 140 million pop, but imagine if we had some 700 pop or even 1 billion here. Our population amount on the planet would increase production by 10% instead of just 2% then on one planet. So a small advantage, but not a big one. Oh yeah, this only produces a 4-digit number of rats because this is partially built for research. Alright. Talking about research, let's look at the movement log. The research log. We finished massive shields, massive weapon mounts last turn. Our ally finished wave motion guns 3. The Slurpees are attacking this. Got some extra RP and planet util. Got that at 13 now. And 15 is the max, I'm pretty sure. Climate control facility, after that it's the value improvement plan, AdMod plant 5. So I just need to finish for level 14 and then pay the entire cost for level 15, which would be the remainder of this plus 30k. The remainder of this is 28k minus 24, 5, 14 plus 30k. That is pretty much just half my research points again. 66,396 divided by what I just had. Wait, I need to do it the other way around. So yeah, 51% will be sufficient. There we go. And then the rest I can dump into shields. I want to get face shields unlocked, get a couple levels of that. Yep, and after that we can see. I've mused before about getting ECM up in the past. I think with all enemies having that high level sensors as well, it's not that important, especially now we're using big ass dreadnoughts. There was the idea that I could take component factories over here. If I need eco, I can do eco. And then there's the very fancy stuff. Oh yeah, we also had ambitions to tech central computers, especially the master control computers that can replace the crew on the ships with. It saves a decent bunch of space. Or fancy stuff like planet killers and warpoint openers. Advancements, theoretical science. Get a few layers of astrophysics out and then just blow up any planets that my ally can't overcome with his fleet. Instead of building 20 battleships that all died to weapon platforms, just park a ship in orbit, don't have it engage the planet, and then destroy the planet via Massive retribution. Alright. Your supply ship is here. I could go and give all these guys load orders. Or I could move them into a fleet. There's not much point moving into a fleet except to fix their supplies. So I'm going to give these guys a load order. Supplies from the Sponsianos, please. These are the small ones that don't have ordnance. Then you just stay here, and I'm not going to give a move order to these just in case. Actually, I can give a move order to the drones just fine, can I? The drones can then move to the resupply depot up there. Who knows if all of these drones will actually get full, or if that is not enough supplies for that. The Sponsianos has some 28k supply. I have 61 drones here. They are all pretty much Pios X. Just look at it here. Pios X has how much supply storage? 1950? Well, it has 2 engines, doesn't it? Yeah, one here, one there. So if you have 60 drones that each carry 2k supplies, yeah, I'm afraid I need 120k supply, not 20k. I am not going to do that. Give them all load orders. I could give them transfer orders and specify how many supplies they should take, just like 100, so they can fly over to the resupply station. But that is effort. The alternative, the easy way, is just putting them into a fleet and letting the fleet's mechanics automatically move enough supplies over. Okay, this group here is a bit bigger. Let's give that some extra supplies. Once it just have 4. I need to move, what, 10 tiles about until at least the next system. They have 2 engines each. Each engine consumes 4 supply per move. 8 supplies, so let's say I need 80 supply to move there per drone. So if I have a 4 drone group, I'm going to need more than 100 supply. Let's try this again. I just wiped all their orders, hitting backspace. Let's transfer 400 supply. Select the drone group. Select the supplies. You do it twice. Solving logistical challenges with the app. Only 3 drones in some of these groups. But that's whatever. Okay. And now I can keep all these guys selected and give them a move order there. The Sponsianos can stay where it's at for this turn. This not moving for a turn is not going to cost me anything. Alright. Who else wants orders? A, establish a rock volume 3. Go there. The population that I would like to move away from here is already gone. Or not there in the first place, so do not load pop. Establish ice 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go do that. Establish a gas 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for that one. Okay. There's this dock here. I think that one just got built. So let's immediately refit it. Let's also upgrade this one. It is still under construction then. Not sure why that one isn't upgraded. Afterwards you can do that. What's your current level of space yard? 7, okay. Not critical to move that. Upgrade up. Integrated protection pattern is cute. I'm pretty sure you already have one though. Defense control net. Well, that's just about as good. I have what? Scanners on here? No, I don't. I have neither sensors nor scanners on these. They're just purely for defense. I was wondering about this. Okay. You can remove it, I think. Just let your existing weapon platforms do enough. You have, well, once you undom the planet, you have enough slots. But since there is facilities here, you should queue up a components fact, accelerate the yards in orbit. That's more important than the upgrades. So these are the least important. Okay. I will also want to build colonizers to resettle this system. This one is already resettled. Or settled in the first place. There was only like 2 planets here that were ever settled by the Kantarans. Right, you're doing an upgrade this turn. You're still busy for a couple turns. Afterwards, we can queue the colonizers for this. I also want to colonize this system down here, which I haven't done because I barely had this one colonized. But I have space yards built here now. So we can designate your type. Sometimes there's bugs in the game where type doesn't stick. Maybe we never set it in the first place. Maybe there was something there. So we barely got this system colonized now. Is there enough oxygen breathers on your world? Yeah, there's more there though. Whatever, you can just load pop, it's fine. Okay, then I want to have these here. I have 3 yards. I'm not going to do the distance counting this time. The distance is long enough. I'm going to need 2 or 3 turns movement anyway. 1 gas, 2 gas, 3 gas planets. 3 gas. 3 rock, 2 ice. 4 rock, 2 ice, 4 rock, 3 ice. 3 gas, 3 ice, 4 rock, please. What did I say? 3 gas, 3 ice, 4 rock? Or is a 4th ice? 1 ice, 2 ice, 3 ice, 4 ice. 1, 2, 3, 4 rock. 4 ice, 4 rock, and 3 gas. Yes, I can live with this. Oh, you're still building some here. Yeah, you built the gas ones, which only 3 of them. It's also the consideration that I have different atmospheres here. I should probably build the add more colonizers from the methane colonizers for the methane world, so you do 2 gas and a rock. I'm not going to do volume colonizers, or am I? Whatever, just build them. Just build them. 2 gas and a rock. Upgrade is not important. Oh, you're even fully built up now. Think about the first one I colonized here, then this one. Nope, this one never built anything. It's a compound. Okay. Okay, what do I have here in oxygen? One ice. This one is also methane. So another ice one for the methane. And what was this? Another ice one for oxygen. Yeah, that was the only one that actually needed to be there. Then you can also have the remaining gas. And all the rest goes here. Which would be the third gas we already did, but 1 rock, 2 rock, 3 rock, and 2 ice. 3 rock, 2 ice, please. I'm gonna have to move them all up. Oh god, I queued up too many, didn't I? It's because I queued up some before. Okay. Let's remove 4 of these ice guys then. What did I say? I keep forgetting this after 10 seconds because I have the brain of a goldfish. That's what living on the internet does to you, I guess. 3 ice, 3 rock, 2 ice. 3 rock and 2 ice. Okay, that's what we have left here now. So I was right after all. Move these all to the top because they're definitely more important than some silly intel centers that do not really provide us with any advantage. And there you go. That is the colonization of the Draconis system scheduled. The Centauri system can be colonized using this shipyard and the neighboring Gambit system's shipyards. Oh, somebody wanted to build a space dock here, did they? Was I going to build more here? Apparently so. Because we don't really need that. Whatever, let's just build the usual 6 space docks in this location as well, even if there's all the space dock and tension system, the orbital yards here in Ikyak. Make this a defaulty yard location. This one's busy upgrading stuff. The mineral mines I could actually need upgraded. Level 3 and 4. Well, it still has damage from the invasion. Single shipyard doesn't really repair things all that fast. Subspace transmitter still lives, which I can't build. 6% attack doesn't really make much of a difference. Storages, the massive shield gen, I'll just leave all that in place. If I'm really tight on minerals, I might just delete the resource storages, the transmitter and the shield generator. Relocate the spaceport and the resupply depot to some other planet on the system. But for now, this is fine. Alright, was I building space yards on most of these others? Yes. Not planned. Well, it's 3 turns. Next turn I should have the level 5 unlocked. Then I can hit the button. So it won't start that before. Okay, whatever. This place is missing a type. You will be a research center, sir. You are domed. That's because there's no non-breathers. You are domed, but not doomed. I mean, the Romulans are certainly doomed. They just got recycled. And now we can build the remainder of the mineral miners. Grab those minerals first, and after that build your protection. Alright, Space Dog. Upgrade yourself. The Space Dogs include here. Also going to do the same with them. Upgrade yourself. There's also an integrated protection pattern queued here, but I already have one built. One revision earlier, but whatever. Then once that is done, I will have 4 docks here, and I can build 2 more with the first 2 docks that built. Alright. Right, I marked myself this one, so I remember to upgrade that later. The Morphodor here repaired itself this turn. It's going to stay here for this turn and finish repairing itself and hopefully the drilling operation. Yeah, and next turn the minister will rename the ship. Alright, these are without a job. Jobless, you could say. They have some extra drones. There's going to be more planets that have extra drones. I need to go through my empire and launch all these extra drones. Look what's finishing here this turn. Units of 4, you should do. Are they all finished, these Pious drones that I'm building? Is anybody in my empire building Pious drones? Sort alphabetically. Yep. I don't see no Pious. Alright. So I need to go through my entire empire and launch all drones. With here, you were finished now. These people have built their last mines in the system, and you can go somewhere. There was the idea of placing some minefields around my own systems just to section it off against raiders that managed to move here via random events or surprise warpoint openings. I think I've got a minefield every second system. Yeah, there's one there. So you just go towards the front. We can certainly need more mines at the front. I talk about sweeping minefields of 1,000 mines, but not about laying minefields of 1,000 mines. Okay. Oh yeah. You need to load the mines where you are. Then move to that one. Load the mines there. Before I usually collect them here first and then let the ship go back. We don't need to do that now. You can do it this way. Alright. These are still building their platforms then. Who else wants orders? You build a refining operation? Okay. There's still 3 more air spells in the system I can see. Certainly going to be a mineral one there. Then move yourself. Does it damage? No, it obscures. Doesn't really matter. You can just repair yourself even if you damage yourself, even majorly. Okay, what do we have here? King Falcon. You can upgrade yourself and go towards the Draconis waypoint. Going to end your turn there next turn, where you can receive some repairs. Let the last guys receive their repairs. Yes, they're both fully repaired. That is fine. I'm going to have here Malfador. You've upgraded that and yourself. Same situation as the other one, you just need to stay there for another turn. Vobalathus, the first big mine layer. What do the worlds here look like? They are building mines in great amounts. Just these two worlds over there. I don't think that will fill up this Valabathus. Let's just have you load mines and see how full you are. We can decide whether we want to wait with this for another 20 turns for the system to fill this thing up. Or if we should just drop them somewhere. Just a sectional empire off, you know. Have some mines here, so maybe on the east point here. Or between here and Tenchebrai. Priscus, shipyard ship. The two aspects here have been taken care of. I upgraded you last turn. Go to exploit the asteroid belts in the zone home system. There's two here. This is a binary system, so it would not be unusual for that to just be two asteroid belts. No, there's a third. Go into that one first, then, because that's harder to see, and I might miss it. Even if its mineral value isn't that great. It's great organics value, but I don't need the organics. Okay, the Dividex 14. Got a couple of them built. Make these into 15s. And have you all go there. The next turn you can move on. We have here a domed planet with Zorn. Fortunately did not receive migration yet. It's got an Atmod plant on here because that's what I built on Oxygen Worlds. Might just upgrade that soon enough. For the time being, I might want to build Norexans. Huh? Space docks here. Oh yeah, do they need upgrades? This one is upgraded. This one is not. This one is. This one is. This one is not. This one is not. So these three 17, 20, 21 upgrades, please. Okay, for the other three, I'm going to design a new ship. I was thinking I should mix up my designs more. So I'm going to make a copy of our current Enderidex and replace the guns with missiles. My ally had some experience with just chucking in a bunch of plasma missiles onto his ships. If you shoot 10 of these at once, even a relatively concentrated point defense usually has problems taking them all down at once. So I'm just going to chuck 11 plasma missiles into our dreadnought and call it a day. Let's take this. Plasma missiles. No, you can do that. Your strategy is going to be maximum range break. Your design type is going to be Seeker L. And you are not an Orexan anymore. You're now either a Mogai or a Valdor. Between Mogai and Valdor, Mogai sounds like it's the missile chip to me. Aims have 10 kilotons left over. We should keep the combat sensors for the efficacy of our point defenses. Honestly, we don't necessarily need extremely high shielding anymore. Given that this is not a direct fire warship, that'll probably get hit back immediately. It's probably going to be one of the last things to die in combat. A fact that we could abuse in order to chuck in additional missiles. Oh, I'll just do that. Chuck in additional missiles. Then Should I have just one gun in there? Just one direct fire weapon? No. I'm going to add extra point defense. And oh, what's about ammo? You like ammo, right? I like not running out of ammo. Definitely 80 shields and the 780 armor. It's about as light as I want to go. I mean, in a couple turns, I'm going to have better shields anyway. And then I'm going to downgrade their amounts to that of phased shields. Yeah. Okay. Keep the 1 point defense beam. Skip these armors and just put a real armor instead. I should save myself 20 kilojoules and keep the armor tonnage pretty much the same. And then I'm going to chuck in some ammo storage right here on the outside. Actually, I could put it there. Then if the butt of the ship gets hit, this gets hit first. 560 ordnance, that is not a lot of missiles. That's 112 missiles. And if I'm shooting, what is it now, 12 shots at once? It's only a couple of volleys more for this 20 kilotons. Well, that's just what you're going to be. You could use a little more ordnance storage. I guess you don't need the multiplex tracking, it's only level 1. And I guess you don't need that one either. Let's check in another one. Yes, free up that space. Right at the tip. Since if this thing's hull gets breached, it doesn't really matter if it still has enough shots for another 10 volleys. Just getting 1 or 2 off is usually the most you can hope for at that point. Alright. The Morai class warbird has been designed. And I want to build a couple of these here. Just to mix up our existing fleets and make it harder for our enemy to just hard counter us. Okay, the other ones are going to start the construction next turn. Planet itself is still building on Orexon. We were going to change this up for more mineral mines at some point, which it looks like we already have. There's sort of planet shield I could remove. I have 3 platforms here. I mean, it's at least defended, I guess. So the planet shield is not useless. Okay, let's keep it the way it is. What do we have here? I see some empty shipyards and a King Falcon 2. So you can just go down to Raconis. I think you upgraded yourself there last turn. You can build regular warships. Regular warships. Regular warships. Regular warships. You use this without planets drop anything on. Damage 15 in that fleet over here, okay. Yeah, we need to sim that. Eagle, I'm not really sure what to do with these. You're also going to join that fleet soon enough, but for now just stay here, keep an eye on, stay there, keep an eye on these 2 planets while they still exist. Okay, now it's just this fleet that wants orders of us. Alright, I need to launch drones. I need to go through my remaining order queues. Research we have taken care of. Go through the queues first. I still have this filtered for planets only. So these here planets are all jobless. Add to all. More Norexans, please. No. Come to think of it, didn't our ally research Wave Motion Guns 3 this turn? Let's go upgrade that design real quick. There you go, Wave Motion Guns 3. And hey look, that pushes the damage for very close range above 2k at maximum here. And pushes the range up to 160. With the massive mounts. Norexan 3 it is. Upgrade queues. 14 of the ones that we just queued got upgraded. Obsolete Norexan 2. There's the Derek's high energy. Might as well upgrade that as well. Should not have anybody of those queued anymore. Anybody else who's using these guns? No ships, just platforms. Plasma batteries. You have 150 range. You only have heavy mounts after all. And I have an APB on here. For good measure, as they say. Oh yeah, I've also upgraded shields to 8 this turn, haven't I? Yeah, I'm not going to go through an obsessive upgrade spree for just one level of shields. One level of guns and the extra range increment from them is more significant than the level of shields. Especially since I'm going to get more levels of shields soon. Okay, upgrade these. I don't think I have any of those queued. Nope. The IPP also has a wave motion gun, so upgrade those. Still 46 of those in queues that haven't been started yet. Okay. And since the shield tower is actually dedicated for shields, upgrade that as well. I don't think we're building these though. I'm not really trying to harden planets for assaults. I'm the one assaulting. I don't think we need to upgrade the remainder of our platforms. We didn't get a small shield generator or anything this turn. Okay. Then let's go launch drones. This list takes forever to open, I know. There you go. Layout, show me the status icons, please. So I can see all colonies that have the drone icon. I mean, what I would do is probably just open this list, pick up the next one that has the drone icon, launch the drones, open this list again. If the list takes 15 seconds to open, I'm not going to do that. Okay. I can check it afterwards once. I'm going to go through my entire empire manually, launch every drone, and afterwards I can go through the list and check if I missed any. Okay, I'm going to do that. Since that is boring as shit, I'm going to pause the recording in the meantime. Alright, I'm done going through my empire. I've arrived at these front planets now, which are not going to have drones newly constructed. Looking at this list, coming to think of it, is not going to give me any info because I've just queued all the launch orders now, so all the icons are still going to be on the planet, but I still want to look at my colony list for something else. It is the planets that I've just queued launchers on instead of their drones there. I want to see if I can undome something, because next turn I am going to queue a lot of atmosphere plant upgrades, and after they are done we'll hopefully see the first planets having finished their conversions. So basically what you look for here is just if there's any with 2 races. You see one planet with no race, but no planet with 2 races. If you want to look for any planets that you can undome just by cargoing some people there, you can check if the facility space matches what the size should be. So you sort it by tiny, for instance, or by size here, and any tiny planet should be 6K in my case. And if it doesn't have, it's not breathable. There's no category is breathable, yes, no, or is doomed, yes, no, that you can put in here, unfortunately. So there are still some of these that are not breathable. They are just non-atmospheres. But if I wanted to find like some planets in my empire that have oxygen breathing population already and some that don't, and I can only transfer them there by cargo, I can find them this way. These are already slopano inhabited. This world would need some cargo. This. With more points, of course, the big ones. So this will in the Ikyak system, which we still need to haul hydrogen people to. Soon, we'll do it eventually. We just built the, what is it, Valabathus? Valabathus? No, we're not building it. We haven't built it. We're still building it. Valabathus. And that will fetch new population for this world. And we can undome it too. Okay, but no planets with 2 races on it right now, because I don't know how the atmosphere plants would react if there's 2 races on a planet and one can breathe it and one cannot. Maybe they'll reset their progress or something. I prefer to have it all converted to my founder race, to the Romulans, since they are always loyal, and others are not. I think your founder race can also lose loyalty if the mood is really bad, if they're rioting or something. With the import races, it's not usually that they have high loyalty. I think I've mentioned this a couple times before, but loyalty should only matter if they are revolting. They have a very low happiness. Okay, then what's left to do for this turn is to queue up the assault into Cydonia. So we're going to sweep this. Mike here too, is it just this mine layer? Yes, it is. Same design we saw down there, I'm pretty sure. Then let us see. What does he have here? These are certainly Spobyard. These are certainly shipyards. Planet itself. No, I had extra mines here. Those are not mines. It's 10 weapon platforms. Okay. B-Pucks, Flea-Pucks, Anti-Pucks, Wee-Pucks. Wave motion guns, certainly. Before I go set up a sim, should make note of just how many ships of what type they have here. And look at their distribution here real quick. Okay, it looks like it's 2, maybe 3 task forces. Maybe some independent ships here. They are PV5s in CD, so the incinerators, right? And some surfies. It's not like there's one ship class dominating though. Mostly PVs and NCDs. And some surfies. These drones are Drody 3. Or just Drody 1s. Okay. Cargo ships don't matter. So 20 warships, 45 drones, and 10 platforms. Drody 3. So they're just PD drones that he has here. To add 20 of the old ones, 25 of the new ones. I should have had the EB Empire 2 because the blue flag. Oh well. And ships, NCDs, Incinerator Beam, and an APB. It's interesting that he appears to continue building these destroyers. I'm not sure, they might also be just be old ships. Let's make 8 of these, it's fine. Then let's make 8 Peewees. I think they were dedicated point defense ships at one point in time, but they also have 2 guns on them. Okay, 8 Peewees. And some Surfies, which we also have to design for. Okay, they are wave motion gun destroyers. Large mounted wave motion guns. 130 range. Still a heavy punch. Okay, let's add a tiny planet. Remus will do. And set its cargo. Remove my own stuff. Facilities can stay. Actually, he will only have 5 facilities on there. Scroll down to his units. There we are. Say it was 4 Plipax. 1 anti-pack. Some B-packs, right? That's 8. And then 10. The last couple were B-packs. I think I had 4 of these on there. I'm going to put these in here. That is 10. Okay. Okay. Compared with my fleet of I did not take note of what my fleet was consisting of. Let's assume it's some 20 for the Derridexes and Falcons. Ah shit. Hit the button. No, I need to re-order the drones. And sim. Remove the drones. Yeah, whatever. I'll just remove. I'll just re-add his drones right away. Draw these, please. Because they get emptied in their supplies for some reason. If you start and then enter simulation, if you start it up again, all the drones will be out of supplies. Okay, Empire 2. My own designs. Falcons and hit add vehicle, not start game. 5. 5. I don't think we have any Norexans in there yet. Let's put in 10 Derridex. Did we really need to make this many different designs for our... That's 11. Did we really need to make this many designs for colony ships? Yes, we absolutely did. Put on a high energy just for funsies, I guess. Okay. That's 23 battleships. Sim it. I don't think that group had any drones with it. I had split off all the drones to go join the what's its face group. The bombardment group. So his point defense drones don't have anything to shoot at and retreat. That might actually be an advantage if the point defense drones aren't there to catch my fire. And the ships itself, I don't see them winning against an equal amount of ships that are each more than twice the size and higher tech. So yeah, it's no contest. Not against the fleet. He's probably going to have his ships stay at the place though, at the colony. There's his missile volleys and yeah. See all the point defense from this entire Derridex blob working. One of the Derridex just getting one shot by the planet defenses though. Certainly it's wave motion guns. When's its next volley coming? Is it even coming? No, it is not, because the planet is already disarmed. They're shooting at it. Yeah, they're shooting at a planet that's already dead. Okay, I think the assault will be just fine. Let's look at our real composition here. 32 ships. Some of these are going to be support ships, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the derelicts. Some of these are older, the derelicts design. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, the derelicts. 14, 15. Let's call that 2 half ones. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 24 warships, 24 battleships. And the support group. Alright. I'm confident in executing this assault. I'm going to remove that minefield marker, and I am going to start this with a direct warp order. And then I'm going to attack that. And then I can stay in orbit. Could try and reach one of my allies' places. There's shipyards on here. I mean, I have a shipyard with me there, right? No, I don't think I have a shipyard that reached this fleet yet, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you won't reach that, unfortunately. Okay, so just assault that, and then we can sort it out next turn. I wonder, maybe he's going to be able to withstand me a little better than in the simulation if he keeps all the drones with his ships. They're not going to be able to absorb any drone attacks or any missiles, but they're going to be absorbing a couple APB shots. And if he shoots at me with his fleet while I am shooting at the planet. Does he have a planet shield or something on him? Oh, he does. 12k points. 12k points do melt reasonably quickly in front of a fleet of 24 warships. So yeah. Oh, they also have components facts now. Let's see how that works out. Look, the graphs. Scores up, resources up, research up. It's not rising as quickly anymore, but I'm still confident that we will breach the 70k soon enough. Intelligence, a little bit less smooth because the numbers are lower. Tech levels, what's that? Oh yeah, I've actually risen above the Twilight, and not the Twilight, but I've risen above the Slurpees in tech levels. Because I'm just taking some tech fields that have not transferred to him yet. Turns dropping a little bit with every planet bombed. Alright. There was also a large battle last turn here. And yes, it did seem that they engaged. This is the result. It was a lot of large drones from the Gulag, some small drones. Not all that much tonnage in actual warships. And he lost most of it. And the Slippernet also took some heavy losses here. They lost half their destroyers, one of the battleships. Figured all the fighters. You can look at the replay right now. So this is the Gulag fleet. The freighters. Destroyers, just incinerators, APBs. It appears that Quark's either continuing to build destroyers or that these are all old constructions. Destroyers are not bad max level destroyers. They're reasonably efficient hulls. Player of Gulag was also building cruisers. Wave motion gun, incinerator. They're just direct fire slug ships. And some drones here. Duelist. Ripper Beam. Lots of point defense. He might have designed these specifically to try and take down the plasma drones that caused them so much pain in the early game. There's 2 Zaipi. There was blaster flak cannons. Just a dedicated PD drone. Like Pa. Much the same. Okay. Versus the Slopano Armada. Also start pancaked against the edge here, now decompressing a little bit. Some of the ships taking a position behind, even exiting the combat arena, but they don't leave the system anymore. They don't leave the sector anymore when they do that. Some of these individual fighter squadrons being launched from the carriers there. They are absolutely getting massacred by the anti-PD drones though. This group here being a little cautious. There's this missile group, which is what they are chasing. Got one of the missile destroyers there. Some of the fighters here, or the drones here, being ripped apart by the ripper beams. Some of the ships here being ripped apart. I think there was his support groups. He has PD guns on some of his support ships, or even regular guns. So they also tried to engage, and then they got killed by the drones. Doesn't usually happen to me because I don't put guns on my support ships. But the do not get hurt strategy does not actually mean that a ship runs away, unfortunately. Yeah, these fighter squadrons just get ground up pretty easily, unfortunately. They were not very effective in this battle. Okay. Whatever they were chasing, they killed, and there's just these missile ships. They're getting chased around by these destroyers. Oh, no, they got caught. Now they're turning in, and truly they will die now. What's the time on the clock? Yeah, there they go. Also a couple deaths on the Slopano side. But the bulk of their fleet is still intact. And now they're gonna spend the rest of the clock chasing the drones that are, what? Not out of supplies or anything, maybe they are they're retreating. Oftentimes this is technically a warp point defense for them. So there's a warp point here and they had the fleet here. There's retreat settings that make ships try to disengage from combat relatively early. That might be what happened to these drones once, I don't know, 80% of the force was lost. The rest just tries to run away, live to fight another day. Yeah, that's it. Other entries in the log. Nothing interesting here. Just the usual 0.0 planet increases. There was an inter report. A planet in the Cloud2 system, a moon, Cloud2 3A, has a value of 107 minerals, 122 organics, 123 rats. Population of 39 mil, has one facility with 20 troops. Oh, thanks, that is such valuable information. Nothing else in here. Research, construction. I don't think we need to go through the construction obsessively. I don't think I queued anything that I need to launch into orbit. Like also satellites. There was one planet over here that was full. Yeah, you can't build your IPP with that. And you have 2 drones here. They're blocking 400 kilotons of space. I still need to delete 10 troops for you to be able to actually put that IPP on this world. That can be arranged. There you go. Now you have 2.3k. Once you launch the 400k of drones, there will be 500k of space, and you can finish constructing that integrated protection pattern. And you can skip that upgrade because next turn we'll just QE upgrade to level 5. Alright. Are there any more such upgrades for Atmo plans? Quite a few that are going to finish this turn. Are there any more that will not finish this turn? Some. We'll select single queue again. Just remove these. This one as well, because it's already under construction. If there's any more queued on other worlds, I don't see it right now. Alright. I want to check the filter. Oh, I can actually filter for specifically just space yards, warships, and bases. Let's filter for space yards. Oh, it's just all the ones that have space yards, even planetary ones. Then filter ships and bases. What I want to do was just bases. There is a bunch of them here, but all that are empty are still of the old name. So I'm going to assume that they're all going to receive retrofits. Actually, I can check. This one isn't. That was already upgraded. Okay. Which one was that? Not this. This. Okay. You are in the enterprise system at Q1 Wexen. You're receiving upgrades. You're receiving upgrades. You're receiving upgrades. You are still building something. Alright. And we still have a net plus in resources. So our eco is fine. That for my allies' benefit. Actually, I'm going to process the turn right after this anyway, so I'm just going to send them the update after I finish playing the next turn. Then there was still something that told me he sent me the offer early here for the increase in tariffs again. I reduced it a couple of turns ago to 10%. But he's a bit short on rats now, so I'm going to send them to him per gift. And if I need to accept this, I can still do this next turn. Alright, then I'm going to process and play the next turn. They're going to make a save for safety though.